You'll never get there on your own. That comes through seeking the kingdom. Now, I don't know about you, but I want him to enlarge my territory.
Amen.
And see, a lot of you, you know you need him to enlarge your territory, but you're going about it the wrong way. Name it and claim it, blah, 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 all that stuff, you know. Most of that's about us. You know, if somebody came in here, if I brought a pastor, a prophet, or whoever in here, and they said to you, you said, you know what, if you sold the next $500, I'll tell you in the next 6 months, you ain't going to have another financial need. Some of you be running up here right now. Because it's all about us. But if the same man of God or the woman of God said, now, if you sow this seed, in the next 6 months, you're going to see 20 people saved. That $500 seed. So in the next 6 months, you're going to see 20 people saved. See how we got quiet? Because it ain't about us then, it's about somebody else. But the kingdom says, if you seek the kingdom and sow for somebody else, God will always make sure that you are taken care of. See, I got to get you in another paradigm shift of your mind. Because it's not about you, it's all about him. But if you take care of his business, he's going to take care of your stuff.
Amen.
God. Now, I told you guys in the email, and we've been telling you that I wanted you to compile a list of a minimum of 10 names of people that you want God to save this year. How many of you did that?
Amen.
Okay. For those of you who did, I want to give you an opportunity before we leave. Because I want to take up that list. We're going to put them right up here. We're going to pray over them. We're going to believe God that God's going to save them. If they're local, or even if you can talk to them on the cell or text or whatever, I want you to share your faith with them. And we're going to believe God. If they're local, I want you to invite them to your local church. But we're going to get these people into the kingdom. And see, so when I said, you know, sow a seed in the next 6 months, you're going to see 20 people. Many times we're not too excited about that. We're not too excited about that. Because it's become so much about us. But if we can lose sight of ourselves and start looking at the needs of other people, I'm telling you, that's how you're going to get your prosperity. And I'm not just simply talking about money. I'm talking about being prosperous in all areas of your life. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be about how many degrees, although we want education. It's not going to be about how big was your house. It's not going to be about how many cars or your Escalade or your Mercedes or whatever you drive. It's not going to be about that. You know what it's going to be about at the end of the day? How many people did you get into the kingdom? When we stand before Jesus, that's our works. See, we're not going to be judged based on for salvation because that's already done deal. He's going to say, what did you do for me while you were here? Well, God, you know, I had a lot of good church. I listened to the pastor and it was a good preach word. You know, I gave my offering, I paid my tithe. He said, that's all good. But what about the works? Well, I mean, well, I came to church every Sunday. No. What about the works? Did you impact anybody's life? Did you share anything? Well, they asked for a pledge, and I gave that. No. What about the works? The works. See, that's not works. That's your reasonable service. Works are when we go out and impact our society.
Amen.
That's works. What does this woman do? Verse 4, she leaves her water pots. She says, you know what? It's not even about me. It's about him. It's the first thing she does. Now, I'm staying on this point a while. You know why? Because this is a point that has to be dug into your spirit. Because if we can get delivered from just being selfish, from being about us, because most of us, whenever there's trouble in our life, we leave our assignment and we just go over there like we can fix it. And most of the time, you can't even fix it anyway. I don't feel like coming to church because I'm just going through. Who gave you permission not to come? Well, I ain't got time to talk to nobody. I got trouble myself. That's why you need to talk.
That's right.
If you wait till your life is squeaky clean, guess what? You might never witness to nobody. Because as soon as you shut one door, another door is going to be open. But you know what? Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord shall deliver you out of all. In other words, you might be going through, but if you keep doing His word, God's going to deliver you. Amen. The Bible tells us, back in Matthew, it says, blessed are ye when men will persecute you and revile you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. He says, rejoice and be exceedingly glad. When folks start talking about us, they set us down. And I'm just telling you, church, if we are going to bring ourselves in a place where we're going to do what He tells us to do, we got to be willing to work through trouble. Amen. When it all clears up, when it all gets right in my life, I'm going to do His will. No. He wants you to do His will right now. See, the great testimony is that you're going through hell right now, but you sharing the gospel with somebody that's in hell. And you're in hell, but they don't know you're in hell, but you're sharing your faith with them. And the more you do it, guess what? God's going to pull you out. Amen. And the testimony is, how in the world can you be sharing healing to somebody when they just diagnosed you with cancer? Amen. He's still the Lord thy God that heals. I will still lay hands on the sick even though I'm sick. Now, I know that don't sound right to some of you, but the truth is, our God, you might come down with some, but I'm telling you, if you do His will, God will deliver you.